Hey there, I'm Nick, a designer with Cascade Fence and Deck, and I'm going to be breaking down a few projects with you. This was going to be part of another sort of overall transformation with some interior remodels. I wanted deck space and access from that deck space to get down to the backyard without having to go through the house. Got a kid on the way at the time they were working on this, so wanting a railing gate, make sure things are safe, of course, for soon-to-be young kiddo running around. Design process took, I think, about a month overall to kind of hash everything out. One of the difficult portions of this was coordinating timing with the door installs versus the deck work and wanting to make sure that all flows well. I would say the main consideration in this case was getting as much deck space as possible, but only having one beam and row of footings or posts to support that. And so that provided overall limitation on how far can this deck go. We ended up just making a small change with the framing. We increased the size of the joists to be able to get a little more distance past the beam and still have it feel rock solid. They ended up going with just a single color for the entire deck, not doing a two-tone, going with like Sierra and dark slate, for example. They ended up going with just Sierra for the entire project. The stairs aspect of the project was pretty cool. Not everyone does stairs from the kind of a second floor deck down to the ground, but with the configuration of their house and how they wanted to utilize the space, they wanted to be able to do that. So, and with a gate on it, gives them a nice secure space for kids upstairs. A couple of things they could potentially add in the future to maybe round off the overall area. Potentially lighting for the stairs would be the main kind of safety area if they plan to use the space a lot at night. If they do want to utilize some of that space under the deck, potentially doing zip up or patio cover over the top of it to give both upstairs and downstairs waterproofing. Some tips in this particular case: if you want access from an upper deck down to the ground, how do you want that flow to be? Stairs turn an area of a deck into sort of a hallway, wherever kind of the direction of travel is. So in Andy's case, we were able to stick it off to the side so it doesn't impact the use of the deck space. And then also from underneath, they've got the windows looking out, doesn't get in the way of the windows. Several little things to consider with stairs. One other tip with pairing up interior remodels, especially in the case of a door with doing a deck or something like that. We deal with all sorts of different trades while we're doing our projects. We always are happy to coordinate on schedules and stuff like that, but just making sure no one is stepping on each other's toes or having to undo one trade's work just to get in and do their project, and then somebody else has to come back and redo or work harder than they need to. We don't want that to happen. Thanks for your time. I hope you learned something, and be sure to reach out if you have any questions.